What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a good one. I made a Facebook post asking for what you wanted to see, automatic steps, by the way, and you guys all said you wanted to see more motorhomes. So today I've got one I think you're really going to like. It's the 2027 Georgetown GT7 36D7, and that's the series and then the model. So 36D7. The reason why I picked this one is because Georgetown has three pretty darn similar options for you, and I think this is the most well-rounded of them myself. This is going to be a bath and a half Class A motorhome. You got the 7.3 V8 Ford engine on this, but you can also get a two bath option, which I think is a 36K7, and then I can't remember the other one with one bath. It's the 31XT, something like that. I'll put that all down in the description so you can kind of float between them. But as you can see, a nice little overcast day for me, meaning it's a little bit cool, getting a break from the heat. All the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, will be down in the description, along with some of the more intricacies on the motor here. Today we're going to be doing a little bit more of a floor plan overview, but man, they got a couple different paint options. This one is pretty slick with that little navy blue with the white outline, and then that gray. But boy, we'll start off on the inside, work our way around the outside. We'll get this thing rocking. Today I'm down at the Forest River dealer sneak peek, getting a look at all the new 2027 Stuffaroonie. Let's give you a little view here of the cockpit. You can see there's plenty of room for you. Pretty basic on the setup. You're also going to have a drop-down bed right here as well for any sort of, youngins or storage once you're parked. You got a little ladder hookups right there. We'll come back to all this and open up everything, but I want to show you, the rest of this bad boy. So, oh, nice. This is a good opportunity. So right here, the 31X7, you can see one bath, and then you have the dinette and the seat sofa, kind of like this. You got the 36D7 that we're in here with a half bath, which will be located right behind the TV right there. And then you got the 36K7 with the two full baths. So you can shop exactly how you want. And that's what I like, baby. I'm a man that likes some options, and you got some options on this. So over on this side here, you can see the sofa. But the nice thing about the sofa, it is meant for some bigger people. It is a little bit wider here, which means when you're sitting down, let me whip this around here, which means when you're sitting down as a big guy or a big lady, or a flatty, you're going to be having tons of room, but it also means more sleeping space for you as well. So some of those bigger grandkids will be able to come with you absolutely no problem. But you can see here, I'm 6 foot, 323 pounds, okay? I'm not exactly small. You got plenty of room. It also drops down. There should be a little flip right here, so you can pop that and then push it down really nice and easy. Got a couple cup holders as well as a little day and night shade action you got right there. So you can go half Dracula or full Dracula. But I wanted to show you what I was like in that, because big guy options are pretty important. It's hard to find some of those things out there in the market. So I'm glad to see that that's got that here. You do have a little bit of overhead storage with another window, but look at the sofa right here. And these are all going to be recliners as well. You can see the two on the exterior are going to be powered with a little bit of lumbar support. You got a little heat, vibrate mode. If you want to turn on the lights right there for the cup holder to shine up whatever you're drinking like Justice, you got the ability to do so. You're hands-free on the strut system here as well. So babe, if you're watching, I love you, but plenty of storage going all the way across. But I'll tell you, this floor plan just feels nice when you're in here. You got about, I'd say about 5 feet of space from here to here, 4 feet, something like that, to where you are good to go. If you want to put a little down an air mattress, you could definitely do that. There's not a ton of countertop space, so what they did to overcome that was they put this here flip-up counter, so you are good to go with that. And you got the old TikTok sink Arunski, baby. So you got yourself a cup cleaner, soap dispenser, waterfall finish with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. I also like the fact that they included the two lights there with a view to see outside of your rig. They must have a water filtration system, so I like to see that. Activated carbon, baby. Keep your drinking water just a little bit safer. All right, so power tower, if you don't want to get it, you can go ahead and get rid of that there. Oops, I didn't show it. Sorry, the camera. Right there. Boop, boop. Now it's a wireless charging station. You can also take off the little cup holder, little tops here, and you can see you got the 3-top burner to whip up all the fixings. It's notched out, so it all fits nice and firm. It's a little easier when you got both your hands there. but you can see it looks really nice. It increases some of that countertop space. A built-in air fryer convection microwave too, which I think is pretty important. A lot of people don't actually use ovens in the motorhome. Doesn't really make sense to have one, in my opinion. So I like to see the fact that you got that convection air fryer. Also notice how those are going to be soft close for the drawers, but it's pretty darn cool. If you guys are new to my channel, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm eerily close to 100,000. Notice the shutoff valves back there. And that is the goal. Get that little plaque, baby. It's just kind of a nice little notch in the pocket that you got it. Soft touch for the ceiling here. And notice you have the lighting system, but you also have, more importantly, about 6'8" or so for head height would be my best guess. So that's pretty nice. Speakers right there and right there. You can also dim these down, set the mood right with honey buns. You got yourself a refrigerator. You can see it's going to be an 18 cubic foot refrigerator. It's going to be the GE. It's also propped up a little bit too, which is nice for the shoulder folks, just getting in and out of the the freezer. It's a little bit lifted up. We got it closed up for road mode here, so I don't want to open it. I don't know what they got going on. But you have the Sansui Smart TV and then the fireplace, 31 inches, 4 different color modes, puts out about 4,700 BTUs of heat, 4,800, which should be able to heat majority of this RV even on a pretty chilly day. So I like to see that. Save a little bit of money on your propane. Ow, shit. Save a little bit of money on your propane there. Just be careful on that because I went to go open this. And I did, god damn, I did it again. I don't like that. That needs to change. So when you're opening that, just be careful of that because that did pinch me twice there. All right, so right here, you got your pull-out drawers. So I like to see that. Keeps things nice and organized. Let's see if they got some below. Oh, nice. These are a little bit bigger ones. All right. This right here is going to be your half bath. Obviously, see, you got the porcelain throne. It's not a foot flush. It's got a button flush right there. So you can flush it in eco mode or normal mode. You know you're starting to get rich if you start to see, things like that. And even your bathroom's got the accent light too. So you can go real pinkies up. You do have the ability to shut the neighbors out if you would like, or it's a friendly neighbor window right there. You got a top light, show off the old bowling gun, baby. Look at that, seamless sink too, so that's nice. Boom, boom. And then let's see here. All right, so right here you have your hanging closet there too as well. And then boom and boom. You got some dresser space. You also have the TV right here, which back behind is going to have a little bit of sneaky storage. So like that, maybe you could put your guns or something like that there up underneath. Fuse box down on the ground. And then you're also going to see that you have the VersaTilt here for the bed. So that gives you a little bit more moving and grooving room when you're done sleeping and you're just walking around throughout the day. It really opens up the space there for you. Boom. Outlets, USB, Universal C. And then you have an emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. A little bit of overhead storage there. Let me go ahead and cancel that out. And then as you come around back here, you got yourself your washer and dryer prep. Not prep, I'm sorry. You got the washer and dryer located there too as well. Heading back into the bathroom, you can see just how big this space is. I mean, it's nice that you can actually come back here and genuinely get dressed. One of the worst things for bathrooms in the RVs is I don't think they dedicate enough space to them, but this one you can actually get dressed. And then you're going to see the shower on this thing is absolutely massive. It's got a full 2 on the Roundy rating scale, 2.5 on the flat scale. So you are good to go there. You could have a party in this bad boy if you want. Look at all the ports where water spits out too. I mean, that thing is fancy as can be. And then look at the head height you get. You're looking at about 6'8" or so for head height. And then of course you got the Tri-Glide Glass Series there too as well, with a porcelain foot flush throne there. Of course, another mirror to show off a gun. Boom, triple time. All right, perfect. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check out that cockpit. Again, it's got that Ford, that V8, baby. What do you guys think about this thing? It's a pretty good looking little unit though. But let me know if there's a motorhome you guys are going to look in. I'm doing 9 of them today. So that way I got, you know, probably about, I don't know, what's that, 2 months worth of motorhomes probably for me. You got your electric auto leveling control right over here with your cup holder. Pretty basic on the Ford setup, nothing too crazy. That's also why they're not charging you an arm and a leg. And then you got your different camera setups over there, so that way you can see what's going down around you and behind you, you know, when you're driving or when you're just, you know, kind of chilling. You can turn that sucker on. I like that. And then you got some storage right there as well with another cup holder over here to the right. Generator kick-on is located right down here as well. And then out here on the exterior, another thing too that I forgot to tell you about is this thing is pre-installed with a satellite, with a Starlink antenna, which is pretty darn cool. It's becoming more popular, you know, when you're out at the campground, just getting good, reliable internet. Starlink has really opened that up for everybody. All right, so multiple different options here for the exterior. What's up, bro? How are you? So multiple options here on the exterior in terms of paint. And then this sucker, let me open this thing up, should be, let's take a guess on a TV here. Bada bing, bada boom. So you got that Starlink, you got the Sansui TV, you're playing the football game, you're having yourself a heck of a good time. You are good to go. Now let's start opening up some of these compartments. You got your low point drain right there. More storage over here, so you're doing really good on exterior storage. Also, your awning is going to be a 12-volt awning, meaning that'll run off of the battery for you, so you don't have to necessarily fire it up to close it up. It's also going to be metal wrapped as well with the frameless windows. So this storage kind of passes all the way through here too, so you can put in, you know, a picnic table or whatever you might want. Gas and electric hot water heater. And then over onto the back side, you have your 2-inch receiver with your 7-way plug as well, so for your towing. And I'm not sure exactly what this tows, so I'm going to put that information down in the description here. And then you have, you know, your backup camera there too as well. And I'm sure we'll have to see if it's got the side mounted camera. I should have checked while I was up front. Now over here on the back side, notice it does have that full-on rear cap there, you know, like a lot of motor homies do. Boom, you got your cords right there. You got a little place to put it in, keep it nice and organized. This is going to be where your sewer outlet connection is as well. So again, making everything really buttoned up and easy for you. Your generator exhaust right down there below with your generator right to that. So you got the 6,000 watt. You got your gasoline. Storage, storage, storage. So that's going to be where that water filter is. You also have hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower. Your different bypass valves, city water connection, black tank flush, the works there. More storage. More storage. And then you got your propane behind that door. But all right, guys, drop a comment and let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys want to see some more motorhomes. You are going to be forced into about 9 if you guys watch every day. But 2027 Georgetown GT7 model 36D7. My name is Hunter. Have a great day. See you. Mama, if you're watching, I love you.